everyone, this is Farfetch'd here once again. Welcome back to another episode of Ask Farfetch'd. If you're wondering why the camera's recording here in front of my shelf, when usually it's at the PC facing me at an angle and I'm reading. Yeah, it's because, like I said before, camera plugged into the... Who cares about that stuff? Let's just go on with the questions already. By the way, I'm sorry in advance if I sound a little bit weird in this video, a little bit stuffy. I've got hay fever. It's hay fever season in the UK. Everyone sounds like this at the moment. So if I sound a little bit weird, like I'm constantly pinching my own nose, that's why. So, why am I like talking with my face on the very edge of the screen? That's not good. You wouldn't see bloody, like, Vince Gilligan framing a shot like this, would you? Sly Cooper for the win asks, "Hey Kane, I just had some questions I wanted to ask you and I hope you wouldn't mind answering them." I don't mind at all. Question 1. What is your favourite comic book / graphic novel of all time? That is a good question and I have an answer for it. Naturally. Okay, well I couldn't possibly round it down to my favourite graphic novel of all time, so I had to round it down to my top 3, only 2 of which I actually own. Watchmen by Alan Moore, Death of the Family by Scott Snyder, is it Scott Snyder or Scott Snyder, and The Killing Joke, also by Alan Moore, who incidentally happens to be one of my favourite authors of all time. I don't know why I said incidentally. I don't even know what that word means. Do I look alright right now? I can't tell if I'm blurry or not. I can't tell if I'm like slightly too much in the background to be blurry. I can't tell. I'm an idiot. I should know what I'm doing. Why am I borrowing a camera if I don't know how to use it? Also, if you couldn't already tell, I am an absolutely huge Batman fan, so I guess it's no surprise to anyone that one of my... well, two out of my 3 favourite graphic novels of all time are Batman related. Question 2. What was your hardest or most time consuming platinum trophy? That is another good question. Am I going to say that to every single question? I hope not. It's a good question too, because I have like either 23 or 24 platinum trophies. I don't know how that happened. For those of you who don't know, a platinum trophy is like the kind of like achievements for Xbox 360 and Steam. A platinum trophy is what you get when you've unlocked all the other trophies. It's just like a little thing to say, yeah, you've unlocked everything, here's the platinum trophy. And I've got 22 or 23. I don't know how that happened, because I remember there was a time when I was like, oh my god, I'm never going to get a platinum trophy. They seem way too difficult. And even now, I always think to myself, I'm never going to get a platinum trophy ever again. They're way too difficult to get, even though I have like 25. It's weird. Honestly, I don't have a clue which one was my most time-consuming. I might have to go with Ratchet & Clank 1 from the HD collection, because, right, there's a trophy for that game where you have to get 1,000,000 bolts, and unlike all the other Ratchet & Clank games, there's no, like, gladiator battle or anything. There's no, like, you know, like Ratchet & Clank 2 and 3 in the future series, like, there's those gladiator duels where you can, like, grind for bolts and complete challenges and gauntlets. There's none of that in the first Ratchet & Clank game. The only way to get bolts is to do it manually, just to replay the same level over and over and over, and there's no way in hell you're ever going to get 1,000,000 bolts in one sitting. It took me like, how many, I'm not even going to lie, about 6 playthroughs of the game that I burned through in like 2 or 3 days just to get one trophy. Like all the other trophies in that game only required only required like 1 or 2 playthroughs of the game. But to get 1,000,000 bolts, I had to like torture myself to play through the game 1,000,000 times. I had to make myself hate one of my favourite games by playing it to the point of tedium, and that I don't know if I can play it ever again. But at least I've got the platinum trophy. That is what counts. Question 3. Who is your favourite Marvel character and why? That is a good question. Damn it, I really am going to say that all the way through this video, aren't I? Oh my god, I feel like I'm constant. See, I look like I'm in focus there. But not there? I don't know. Oh my god, I need to get some professional lighting equipment. I look so... Not only do I look so pale, but I look so bloody sweaty all the time. I don't look flattering at all. Anyway, question 3. Who is your favourite Marvel character and why? I don't know. The obvious answer would be Iron Man, but I'm only really saying that because I've watched the films. I'm kind of bitter in that way. I always see people say, oh, Iron Man's my favourite superhero. It's like, yeah, are you saying that because you like his character and you think he's interesting? Or do you just think Robert Downey Jr. is hot and funny and yeah, it's like, yeah, okay, you've never read a comic book in your life. I'm way too bitter about things like that. My favourite Marvel character, I'd have to say Spider-Man, because I like him. What else do you need? I kind of like that Spider-Man stays true to like what superhero comics are all about, even when no one else really does, really. I mean, not to say that I don't like Batman. Obviously, if anyone knows me at all, they know that I do like Batman. But it's cool to know that there are still some superheroes that maintain the cheesy, light-hearted, colourful, quirky, fun side of comic books, you know? I kinda like that, because it's kind of weird to think that in like the 1930s up until like the 1980s, pretty much all comic books, like all of the most popular ones anyway, were like fun and silly and cheesy and goofy. And, I mean, not to say that, you know, not to say that they can't evolve. It's, you know, it's common to see that, like, they're all, like, dark and... Oops, sorry about that. This camera has a 10-minute limit. I forgot to turn it off. Yeah, I need to start doing that now. Anyway, the general point I was making is that, I don't remember. Yeah, I guess I like Spider-Man because he's quirky and fun and silly and goofy. And that's what I like to see every now and again. Question 4. What is your favourite PS3 game? Oh my god, you want me to round it down to 1? Are you crazy? Here's the predictable answer. The answer that you all knew was coming, but I'm not going to count that because I don't want to be that predictable. Okay, I know what to pick, but I don't know where the game is. Here it is, Shadow of the Colossus, my favourite PS3 game. I don't care if it's a port of a PS2 game. It's on the PS3, so it counts. I don't know, I just love Shadow of the Colossus. It's like one of my favourite games ever. I know I say that about almost every single game I ever talk about, except for Aliens Colonial Marines, but I like it. It's good. Damn it, I need to stop having the sun be my only source of light, because whenever I hold the game, you can never see it because it's bloody, yeah. Mega Man is Awesome 1000 asks, question 1, can you do an American accent? Oh god. Okay, well, oh god, okay, what can I say? Okay, okay, what was an American say? Can I order a cheeseburger? What is it with, like, people wanting British people to do American accents all the time? I mean... And then again, American people always do British accents, so I guess it only stands to reason that a British person does an American accent. Okay, fine. Alright. God, why am I so embarrassed to do this? Can I order a cheeseburger? That's so bad. Well, you know, seeing as, like, whenever I see an American do a British accent, it always sounds like, hello, governor, do you want a crumpet or something? I guess I don't really have to be that accurate as, like, as far as accents go. I can be as stereotypical as I want, really. I know, I'm gonna read the blurb of, like, one of these games. How about Dark Souls? I'll read the back of this. From the makers of Demon Souls, prepare to die. Atmospheric dungeon crawling, fearsome enemy encounters, and groundbreaking online features. Features. Incredible challenges provide an unparalleled feeling of achievement and reward. That's the best you're gonna get. That wasn't bad. That's not the best I've ever done, but it's not the worst I've ever done. Question 2. If Naughty Dog were to make a Jak 4, would you get it? Of course I would. I mean, 1, it's Naughty Dog. Of course I'm gonna buy whatever it is they do. And 2, I pretty much buy every new game that comes out nowadays that interests me. So, I mean, yeah, for that reason alone. Also, to help a 3D platformer, then again... I don't know if Jak 4 would really be a See, I never really liked Jak 2 or 3. I'm one of those guys that preferred the first one because it was like a 3D platformer. You collect things. It's light-hearted. It's quirky and funny. And you know, I suppose 2 and 3 have those qualities as well. But I don't know. I preferred it being more colourful and fun and chirpy, I guess. But you know, it's been years since I last tried out Jak 2 or 3, so maybe if I tried them today, I might like them a lot more because, I mean, now that I've played Uncharted, I'm more used to, like, third-person, like, gun games, shooters, that's what I meant to say, you know what I mean. Lemonade break. Well, that just went all over me. No, I didn't really. Oh yeah, I was talking about Marvel characters earlier. Do you like my Avengers shirt? I kinda like it, and my face looks stupid right now. Question 3, what do you like more, Spyro or Crash? I will have to go with Spyro for this, because even though I do like Crash 1, I was never really a fan of Crash 2 or 3, because I never really grew up with them, so they never really clicked with me. I don't know why I actually did the finger click when I said clicked. I don't know why I did that. Have you ever noticed, like, you know something I noticed the other day? I don't know why this weirded me out so much, but the pitch of one of my fingers clicking is different from the other finger. Listen. This is clearly more high-pitched. There's nothing I can do about it. Why? Why is that the... Why is that more high-pitched than that? Why am I getting so irrelevant here? This is not important information at all. Anyway, who do you like more, Spyro or Crash? I will have to go with Spyro, because even though I did like, Oh wait, I already said all this. It's kind of a weird parallel in that way, you know? Like how I liked Crash 1, but not 2 or 3, but I like Spyro 2 and 3, but not 1. It's kind of weird how it works out that way. But yeah, I mean, considering the original PS1 trilogies, there's more Spyro games that I enjoy, more than there are Crash games that I enjoy. So, Spyro wins for me. Question 4, favourite Pokemon game? I would have to go with, if I can find it, where is it? Where can I find it? Where is it? And there it is. Wait, that's not it, that's Nintendogs. What was I looking at? There it is, come on. Pokemon Diamond! I don't know why, but this game really clicks with me. I became incredibly obsessed with this game when it first came out. Which is kind of weird to say, because I never experienced this with a Pokemon game before, and I've never experienced it since, where I was just like completely addicted to it. I don't know why, but this game rocked my world for 6 months or so. I don't know. So yeah, Pokemon Diamond version, for whatever reason, best Pokemon game ever to me. Question 6. Do you think there will be a Sly 5? If not, what do you think of this ending being the ending to the series? Well, seeing as there's an after credit scene in Sly 4 that hints towards Sly 5, it'd be kinda weird if there isn't a Sly 5. It'd be a little bit strange. Also considering the fact that Sanzaru Games, like brought the license of Sly, I don't think they would do that just to make one game. You know, it's kind of like how Uncharted 4 is coming to the PS4. Would Naughty Dog really bring back their PS3 franchise for one game? I don't know if they would. That seems a bit weird. So, how like Uncharted 4 is called A Thief's End, I don't think that's really the end. Because, I mean, if you think about it, all of the Uncharted games have dealt with, you know, this one being the last one. In Uncharted 1, there's like a whole section of the game where Nathan Drake's like, I quit! God damn it, I need to remember this 10-minute time limit. Why am I such an idiot? Yeah, anyway, there's so many... But yeah, as I was saying, there's a part of, like, Uncharted Drake's Fortune where Nathan Drake's like, I quit, I'm going home, I am done with this. And in Uncharted 3, Sully's like, we're getting too old for this, we need to go home. And in Uncharted 4, they're like, we're getting too old for this. And it's like, I don't know if I'm going to fall for it again, Naughty Dog. Question 7. Favourite Mario game? I don't know. I would probably have to go with Super Mario Galaxy. Yeah, maybe it is a little bit predictable, but this game's awesome. This game is a bloody masterpiece in every sense of the word. I love it. Anyone who doesn't love this game is stupid. Stupid! Yeah, it's pretty good. The Darker Gherkin asks, question 1. You have said in the past that you are thinking of buying a PS Vita. Which franchise would it take to make a Vita exclusive title in order for you to buy the console? Okay, what? My brain did not register that at all. I think I know what he's trying to say, but oh my god, that did not translate well. Okay, as far as I know, he's trying to say what, like, exclusive would make you want to get a PS Vita? And that is a good question, as I keep saying. I'm not sure, actually. I'm this close to buying a PS Vita as it is, so really, they don't really need to do much to convince me, because, actually, the only thing they need to do to convince me is to lower the prices a little bit, because, I mean, bloody hell, Sony. The PS Vita is incredibly expensive. Like, isn't it obvious why nobody wants the Vita? Because it's so expensive. You know what game would convince me to get a Vita? Like a sequel or a reboot of a PS1 or PS2 game, which is a Vita exclusive. Like, I don't know, maybe a new Parappa the Rapper game for the Vita. That'd be cool. I'd get a Vita if they released that. Maybe a new Medieval game, because, I mean, as I was saying in my review a while back for PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, that was over a year ago now. That is pretty crazy to think. But anyways, I was saying, yeah, Jack Fortescue from Medieval was in that game, and I was like, oh, I guess there's a new Medieval game on the way. Why would they advertise him if he's not going to be in a new game? They even say in the game, oh, this next adventure is coming, but it never came. Never happened. So, I don't know where that next Medieval game is. Maybe Superbot Entertainment were going to make it after they made Super Sony Brothers Brawl, but then Sony shut that studio down, so we never find out ever, which is great. Question 2. It's no secret that Nintendo are struggling with Wii U sales. What can they do at this point to make people buy the console? Also, is mobile gaming a viable enough option to help their financial problems? See, this is the kind of question that makes me grateful that I won't ever get the opportunity to do a live Q&A panel, because I couldn't just get asked that question and have an answer right off the bat like that. I'd have to think about that for like 10 minutes at least. Okay, and what could Nintendo do to boost their sales? I'd say get some more virtual console games on there. I mean, bloody hell, Nintendo. When you brought out the Wii U, what really excited me is that they were like, oh yeah, by the way, we're gonna get N64 games on there, GameCube games on there. We still don't have any N64 games. Bloody hell, I want to play some more N64 games without having to pay like bloody... Oh god, don't knock over the glass. Without having to pay like £35 for each one. Look at this cool little protective sleeve. Now I don't have to worry about my games getting dusty and deteriorating. I mean, not the games, the box. I don't know why I really care about collecting the box. It's just a bit of cardboard that costs like 45 quid, but I'm weird like that. I don't know why I'm talking when it's out of focus. Also, is mobile gaming a viable enough option to help their financial problems? Probably not. And that's all I really have to say, to be honest. I don't think Nintendo can really, like, you know, keep above the water with their 3DS sales alone. I mean, yeah, it's helping them, but for how long? I mean, that is a temporary, you know, that's a temporary thing. They have to really pick up with the Wii U, to be honest. I mean, as much as I love my Wii U, and it infuriates me when people don't give Nintendo games a chance, I can't completely blame them, because Nintendo, in many ways, are still stuck in the 1990s. Really, in a lot of ways. Super Mario 3D World, for example. Why does this game not have, like, 4-player online? I mean, I'm not really a big fan of online. I don't personally need an online in every single game I play. But in 2013... Wow, there's a weird stain on the box. Oh, no. Anyway, as I was saying, even though I don't need an online mode in all of my games... It's like, it's 4-player co-op. I want to play this game with my friends overseas in Australia and America. But I can't because Nintendo doesn't do online. Why? Because reasons, I guess. I don't know, Nintendo, as much as I love you, you're stupid. Mr. Sensical asks, what is your oldest console you own? Let's find out. I guess that's why you asked. Asked. Why do I have a problem saying asked? Asked. I say asked. That's a good question you just asked me there. Oh, that's weird. The oldest console I own is my Super Nintendo, which technically isn't mine. A friend of a friend let me have this as a long-time loan because their roommate moved out and they didn't take this. So there was a chance that that roommate might come back and say, oh yeah, by the way, the SNES, I want it, so maybe one day I'll have to give this back. But assuming that never happens, this is mine and I love it, even though I only have one game for it, Donkey Kong Country. I love this piece of console. Also, by the way, yes, I call this an SNES, not a SNES. That sounds like a bloody sneeze or something. I feel like I need to say bless you whenever someone says the SNES. Question 2. Do you have any pets? If so, what are their names? You want to see my pets? Let's go look at my pets. Oh no, I'm using the external mic output for this video now, so the audio sounds awful, but anyway, here are my birds. If you're wondering why they have towels on their cage, it's because they make a loud noise, and that is not good for when I'm doing videos, so I put a towel on top of their cage because I'm cruel. Anyway, here is George, the African grey. Say something, George! That's close enough. And here, this little timid guy is Skipper the Third. There is actually a reason why he's Skipper the Third, but I can't be bothered to go into it. And one of my dogs, Bryn, is out there somewhere, but he hates rain, so he's probably in the little shed that he's got like a little door to go into the shed. It's really cozy in there. It's not as bad as it sounds. I know it makes it sound like he lives in a bloody prison. It's not as bad when you're actually in there, trust me on this. Okay, I promise I don't mistreat my dogs, I promise. And up the stairs is my other dog, Tyler. Say hello or do something viral, Tyler, so I can put it on the internet and get 1 million views. Good enough. Tyler. Oh, and for those of you wondering why Tyler only has one eye, it's not because he lost it in a fight or something. He just got an infection and he had to be took out. And we were at the vets and the doctor was like, he's all fine now, you can take him home. And then blood spurted everywhere in the waiting room. And I got blood all up my trouser leg. And I traumatized a lot of people in that room by screaming at all the blood This sounds like a Vietnam memory, but I swear this is true. I was mortified that day. I was never the same since. Question 3. What is your favourite movie of 2013? That is another good question. Thankfully, that is a question that does not involve me getting up to answer it. My favourite film of 2013 is The Wolf of Wall Street. Oh, I'm not really as eloquent with my wording when I'm talking about films as I am with games. I mean, yeah, I say that like I'm bloody Roger Ebert of the gaming industry, but I mean, I like this film. It's good. That's all I really have to say about it. It's great. It's like a 3-hour film, but it's not boring. I mean, that's like a daunting task. But Martin Scorsese pulled it off. He made a 3-hour film. Like, is it even 3 hours? It's a long film, and it's entertaining every single second, which is great. Question 4. Have you played Ghostrick Phantom Detective on the DS? If so, what do you think about it? I have played Ghostrick Phantom Detective on the DS. It's actually right... Wait, I thought it was right there, but it isn't. Where is it? Where actually is? It was right there all along. That's Ghostrick right there. Ghostrick. This game is bloody awesome. I love this game. I don't like it quite as much as I like Ace Attorney, but it's pretty great. It's pretty great. I said it again. I'm not going to talk about it too much because this happens to be one of the games in a top 10 that I currently want to make right now, so I'll leave it for that. I'm going to be coy and end that question there. Oops, my camera ran out of storage. Pretty much everything that can be happening wrong is happening wrong in this video. Bloody hell. I don't even know when it happened. I just looked at the TV and it was like, oh yeah, by the way, you ran out of storage. So, I don't know when that happened. I don't know how much of that I was just saying I need to repeat. But, yeah. I'm just going to start all of this again. The Craftmine asks, if you had to spend the rest of your life with a female game character, who would it be? I couldn't think of anything, so I said Alex Vance, maybe modern day Lara Croft. I don't know. I don't know what kind of answers you're looking for here. I'll just give you those. Question 2, the same thing, but a male game character. Maybe Victor Sullivan. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe Atlas from BioShock. I don't know. Phoenix Wright. Phoenix Wright would be a good one. I don't know what you're looking for here. Like, in terms of what? Just for someone to talk to? Maybe in terms of attraction? I don't know. I don't know if I'm saying something really weird here. I'll just go with that. Whatever. Yeah. Question 3. This is a zombie apocalypse. You're allowed to arm yourself with an iconic weapon from a game, like Booker's hook, Sly's staff, etc. That's a good question. I will go with the Rhino from Ratchet & Clank, because not only does it shoot 10 mini rockets at a time, but it also plays opera music while it does it, and that makes it good in my books. If I had a book about guns. Question 4. Have you ever been to Scandinavia? If you have, which country and what city? I have never been to Scandinavia. The only place I've ever been to abroad is Spain, because my dad likes Spain, so whenever I go abroad, it's always Spain. I'm pretty confident that I've, like, stepped foot in every single possible square inch of Spain at least once. I swear to God. Question 5. Do you know why Lego is called Lego? I'm sure it's Latin for I put together or I play with. I'm pretty sure. I know it's foreign for I put together and I play with, like Legot or something. I don't know. Question 6. Have you cut your hair since last time? I don't know when last time was. I was meant to get it cut yesterday actually, but I was like, nah, forget it, I want to record instead. And then 10 minutes later I was like, I'm too tired to record, I want to go to bed. And now here I am with no recordings to show for it. And my hair is still stupidly long. I hate my hair being this length. I hate it! I want to pull it out! Question 7. Do you think I have written a bit too many questions? You can never write too many questions, Craftmind. Never too many. Question 8. Do you think I care if you think so? Well, I assume you do. Otherwise, you wouldn't have asked me if I care, what I think of... no, I don't know. Question 9. Name me 23 games you consider to be overrated. 23? Okay, you're on. BioShock Infinite. The Last of Us, definitely. New Super Mario Bros. Wii. The Wonderful 101. Grand Theft Auto 5. Remember Me? Yeah, remember this game? I barely do. Super Mario 64. Metal Gear Solid. You know what, I'm just gonna stop. I don't want people to hate me. That's all. I don't know how many that was, like maybe 7 or 8. How many? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't. Why 23? Why can't you make it 9? Question 10. Why do you think I picked the number 23? Because I don't know. That's what I was wondering. Question 11. How many corners does an A4 paper have? Hint, not 4. 4. Question 12. Which one of Lara Croft, Elizabeth, Catwoman, and Moxie from Borderlands 2 would ye go on a date with? Would ye go on a date with? I don't know. Probably Lara Croft. I kind of dig the ponytail look. The Average Max asks, greetings again, Kane. I have questions that need answering. Well, that's good because I have answers that need a question. What? Question 1. Would you ever be interested in opening a P.O. box for fans to send games, items, and fan art? You know what? I would bloody love to do that, but I don't think I'm popular enough. That seems like an incredibly arrogant and big-headed thing for someone with 2,500 subscribers to do. That Raptor did that when he had like 3 million subscribers. I don't think he has nearly that many, but he did that once he hit a big milestone. He didn't do it when he hit 2,500 subscribers. That would be stupid. I don't know, I just think it'd be presumptuous of me to think that you guys care enough about me to send me things. I mean, I like the idea of you sending me fan art. Honestly, I would bloody love you guys to send me fan art, but games, I wouldn't feel good about. I haven't done anything that requires you to. Then again, I have a Patreon account, so I should just shut up. I don't know, maybe one day I'll have a P.O. box, but right now, I don't think I need one. If you want to send fan art, send it to the Farfetch'd Reviews Facebook page. I would greatly appreciate it. That is actually my dream. Every day I wake up hoping I get a new fan art today. That's an over-exaggeration, but there is a bit of truth in that. 100% truth, in fact. Question 2. Have you ever played Aiko? And if so, what are your thoughts on it? I've played it like 3 or 4 times. I get like half an hour in each time, and I can't get into it. I mean, I know it's like so many people's favourite game of all time, and I can kind of see why, but I can't help but think I wish they made a Shadow of the Colossus 2 instead. Shadow of the Colossus is like one of my favourite games of all time. It's incredibly unique and I love it in every single way, but not in every single way. There's a few things about it that annoy me greatly. I don't know, I'm sure it's good, you know, it's one of those games that I'm sure it is amazing, but it just never clicked with me. Never clicked. What is it with me clicking? Question 3. What was the shortest game you have ever played? Probably either Flower or Limbo. Yeah, if you're counting real games. If you're not counting real games, then I don't know. Question 4. What game do you believe has the most anticlimactic ending? Ironically enough, my favourite game of all time, Batman Arkham Asylum. The ending sucked. Online or split screen co-op? Split screen co-op every day, because then your friends are in the room, you can nudge them when they win, and you can be like, I don't know, I prefer having friends over than doing a game online. I don't see any fun. Well, I mean, not that I don't see any fun in playing a game online. Obviously, there is a lot of fun in that, but not over having friends around. There's something about online split screen with a friend that just, there's no alternative to that gives you the same effect. It's magical. Ow, I hurt my finger. No, I didn't. I just nudged it against something. I instinctively said ow, but it didn't even hurt. Why am I even carrying on this point? Next question already. If you can't tell already, I'm tired. My sleeping pattern is really bad. I haven't slept in a while. I don't usually do videos when I'm this tired. You could probably see why. Question 6. PBG or Jontron? PBG all the way, because, oh god, controversial opinion time. Unlike Jontron, I feel like PBG is not only maintained the same level of quality, but improved in every way over time. I don't know what it is, guys, but I don't find post-Grumps Jontron funny or entertaining like I do the old Jontron. At the risk of sounding really hipster, I was actually a big fan of Jontron before Game Grumps ever came around, when he was a little niche guy. I remember when I first became a fan of him was when his Dinosity review was new. I know it's not pronounced Dinosity, it's Dino City. I'm just stupid. It's like Megamind. People are like Mega. I don't remember. I don't know. I just don't find Jontron as entertaining as I used to, whereas PBG is only getting better with every upload, and that is who I aspire to be more like. So yeah, PBG all the way, in my opinion. He's awesome. Not to say that I don't like Jontron, let me get that clear right now. I do like Jontron. I mean, he's like the new James Rolfe in a way. He really helped to revolutionize the normal boot style and, you know, a lot of, you know, video game reviewers on the internet nowadays kind of... No, like the more recent game reviewers who've only just started out a few years ago, they kind of owe it to Jontron, just as much as they owe it to James Rolfe. Damn it, camera, stop recording again, I need a stopwatch or something. In the same way as James Rolfe, I feel like Jontron has developed a style of review that a lot of people have managed to emulate, other people not so much managed to emulate, like me for example. I don't know, I'm not trying to say that a lot of people rip off Jontron. I'm just saying that he helped to inspire a lot of people, like James Rolfe did for another generation of reviewers, I guess. I don't know. Question 7. What's your least favourite fruit of all time? Pineapple. Why is it on a pizza? You're ruining pizzas with pineapple. Question 8. Oh god, this one's a bit of a doozy. Do you think that Valve should incorporate some sort of new mechanic to keep things interesting in Half-Life 3? And if so, what would you like to see if it's ever released? Do you think that the joke that Half-Life 3 will never be released is so overblown that it couldn't possibly withstand the hype, or will Valve avail anyway? In my opinion, Valve will avail, because they've never let me down as far as I'm concerned. I didn't think they could top Portal 1, and now when I look back at Portal 1, I think this game is a prototype for Portal 2, because it beats it in every single way imaginable, and more so. And then some, is what I wanted to say there. As far as gimmicks go, I don't think that should really drive a game. I mean, that's kind of something that annoys me about Nintendo a lot of the time. It's like, according to Miyamoto, the reason that he never published, like, the reason he never developed a Star Fox game for the Wii is because he couldn't find a great opportunity to use the technology of the Wii to make the game better, which I think is stupid. Why? Yeah, I mean, I'm calling Miyamoto's philosophy stupid here. I know, I realise what I'm saying here. But it's like, why are you driving a game purely on how a gimmick can... I don't know. Why has a game got to be fueled by that kind of thing? Why can't you just let a game be a game without saying, oh, look at how good this technology is? You know, Ocarina of Time didn't do that. Well, it kind of did with the 3D. But it wasn't a gimmick, you know? You know what console didn't have a gimmick to it? The GameCube. And it was fantastic. It was just a normal controller with a normal console and a normal TV with normal 3D graphics. God, my throat. And it was great. In fact, that's why the GameCube is my favourite Nintendo console ever, because it focused on the games, not the technology, and Nintendo didn't constrain themselves to think, oh god, we have to release games that use the technology perfectly. No, with the GameCube, they released whatever the hell they wanted, because whatever fitted the normal controller. Nowadays, they're like, if we release a game, we'll only release it if it uses the Wii U gamepad amazingly. So, this is getting really off topic. So, to sum up my thoughts, I don't think Valve will try and force a gimmick into Half-Life 3. But if they did, I mean, I suppose... I mean, Half-Life 2 did have, like, the physics things, like with the seesaw. They had a lot of those, and they're not quite as impressive as they once were. But, I suppose if they had to incorporate some kind of gimmick, I don't know, maybe... something to do with gravity. I don't know. I mean, I'm not Valve. I'm not Gabe Newell, so I'm not the one with the smart, interesting, genius ideas here. There's a flashing icon on the screen right now. Does that mean that I'm about to run out of storage? I think it might do.